Manifestus. Like, just because of this, I mean, they pulled the character off of the game show and made him amazing. You know, I love it. I just let's talk about these drips. Okay, our partners at Nerdwriter.shop had some great new Mandalorian inspired items in their new The Way collection, including cute little founding shirt Eric's got on, and another shirt called the Bounty Hunter with the designs inspired by the best steel of Mandalore, and just a shirt. Shout out on the show like this one from James Garvey. Angela, this is the way. Or this one from Heather Steven, Matt, Kyle, and Emma. Thank you for watching with me. Love y'all. So visit Nerdwriter.shop now. Thanks, Heather. Thanks, James. You guys are the best. We love you. Visit Nerdwriter.shop now to grab one of these great designs. And don't take it off till the finale next month. Don't worry about stinking. Who cares? Who cares if you smell a little funky? You look good. If you smell funky, act funky, okay? Now, Eric, Hector, my boys, my sweet, sweet boys. Who the fuck is Keller back? We've gone into it a bit.
Yes. So we know who Ahmed Best is, and we know that this was basically the Mark Summers or Kurt Fogg of the Star Wars franchise, right? Host of the Jedi Temple Challenge, kids game show that came out in June 2020. Just a nice little oasis there in the velvet crotch of COVID. But man, this guy has been with us since the Phantom Menace as the mocap performer and the voice of Jar Jar Binks, and such a great personality, and someone who has had to weather all kinds of storms. Because I think we can all remember how much heat Jar Jar Binks received. But they did bring him back in Attack of the Clones. He played one of the club goers in Coruscant. His character's name was Ahmed Beck. And in interviews, Ahmed Besta says that his game show character Keller Beck is related to Ahmed Beck. So in a way, he already kind of through interviews established himself as a fan, which is the way you do it. That is the way you do it. You don't wait to get the call from Filoni. You just decide. Yeah, sure, you're nice enough.
Yeah, I feel like Dave Filoni seems like the kind of person that's like, that sounds good. That sounds about right.
And what's great about this is, as the host, he's talked in interviews about how he wanted to not just host that show as Ahmed Best, he wanted to play it as a Jedi Master. That was really important to him because he knew kids were watching this, and he wanted the kids to be able to suspend their disbelief and feel like they were in the hands of a Jedi Master. And that, in a way, absolutely affected Lucasfilm's decision to bring him back here. They wanted us to feel safe in the hands of the Master, and not just kids. Those of us, men, talk to us like men. Come at me. Like we grew up with this character, and we've been with him on his journey this way. So to have him have his victory means so much, obviously, to all of us. Canonically, though, it retcons his role as the host of this TV show as someone who is responsible for looking after Jedi younglings and Padawans who are lost in the way.
Now, Eric, not to interrupt, correct me if I'm wrong, they killed real children on that game show, right?
Oh,
looks like younglings? Okay.
Yes. Yeah. If you lose, it's there's the 501st Clone Trooper Battalion just standing on the other side of that job.
You know, Disney was really excited about developing actual lightsabers, and that was the first project they used them on, and those kids got a hold of them, and those kids took themselves out. So,
It's on them.
Very sad.
They signed the waiver.
Yep.
But I think where they're going next, they jump out of the Coruscant atmosphere into hyperspace. They were rescued. That was the Senate Guard. That's who that group was. So it's like the last group of Coruscant right now who might help them. Those are the guys who were escorting Bail Organa. They don't have any kind of chips to turn on Jedi. No, they aren't fully. Yeah, it's someone who might still be loyal to the Jedi Order, but those guys, not long. But it sounds like Keller had this system set up in place. There's a group of Jedi who knew to get the child to Kelleran. Kelleran has a plan in place. He's got the Earthquake kit ready to go.
Yes.
And he had this system. So the fact that he had this, I think we were seeing the origins of what was called the Path in Obi-Wan Kenobi. Kelleran might have been the first person to lay the stepping stones of that path.
Are we going to meet your Uncle Quinlan Voss, you think?
I hoped it might have been Quinlan Voss, but I'm much
Tommy,
better than
Tommy, I have to correct you. That is Eric's great grandfather. Remember, it's a long time ago in the galaxy far, far away.
Yeah, but we call him Uncle Quinlan.
So Uncle Quinlan.
Please,
Yeah.
call me Quinn.
This is such a another great example of the tragedy of Star Wars, which is all of the Jedi characters and the children apparently die in Order 66 because they're not around in storytelling that takes place after. And now, whether it's Ahsoka Tano or Kelleran Beck, Baby Grogu, or even that that young Wookiee Jedi that were introduced to in the Clone Wars that then we learned in the Bad Batch actually survived. There's all these amazing characters that Dave Filoni and other people are helping to create, and all of them, I think, are too heartbroken to actually give in to the Order 66 storyline. They go, no. They also found a way. They also found a way. So then that's why I think they created the path and all that. But I want to ask both of you guys: do you think that Kelleran survives Order 66, and like you're saying, Eric, goes on to sort of help, create this sort of underground network of Jedi, younglings, and other people that are underground resistance or rebellion in the early stages of the Empire?
I think so. I mean, we have to question like how Kelleran lost Grogu at some point,
Right.
like how he fell into the hands of that Nikto gang and the Mandalorian pilot. But I mean, that's like several decades from now.
Yeah.
Like, he could have lived a long, happy life that we need to see on Disney Plus and the Kelleran Chronicles. Never mind that Disney's scaling back and canceling other shows, probably, and firing people. This is one thing that you need to greenlight and expedite the production right now. But yeah, I think he does. He obviously survived getting away from Coruscant. I think at that point that was the hardest part of it. Who knows where he's going to be hyperspace jumping to? At this point, Hector, I think you're right. Did anyone die in Order 66? Because
They all just meet up in a barbecue like 2 years later and like, wait, you're alive?
You're alive. Us too.
Oh my God.
What you guys? All of us are here. Oh, except for Kiadi Mundi. Oh, Kiadi Mundi.
it's making Cat Mundi and Plo Koon look like a couple suckers if
I
they
know.
couldn't survive Order 66.
I know.
We got kids surviving. It's in some ways a lot easier for others.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Not to mention all the awesome characters that they keep revealing in like novels and comic books. There's that great Jedi that's introduced in the Darth Vader series that takes place right after the events of Revenge of the Sith, who was this Jedi far off in the corner of the galaxy that was meditating the whole time. He was like super badass. So anytime they want to introduce a character that no, they weren't anywhere near Order 66 and they're a Jedi, they can just do it, and it's been awesome. So
Yeah, speaking of awesome, let's thank one of our generous sponsors today. If saving more and spending less is one of your top goals for 2023, why are you still paying insane amounts of money every month for your phone bill? Switching to Mint Mobile is the easiest way to save this year. As the first company to sell premium wireless service online only, Mint Mobile lets you order from home and save a ton. With phone plans starting at just $15 a month. 15 clams, 15 bucks, 15 bones. Okay? Listen, let's be honest. $15 is a lot of money for a man like me, but for Hector, it's nothing. That's one of his premium lattes he's always trying to pour on me in the morning when I don't do the right thing at work. I personally feel that this is going to revolutionize cell phones. I'm bullish on Mint, guys. For people looking for extra savings this year, Mint Mobile offers premium wireless, like I said, for just $15, not $16, Eric, not $17, not $18, 15 gosh dang ding dong Dixon bucks. By going online only and eliminating the traditional cost of retail, Mint Mobile passes significant savings on to you. I mean, who doesn't like that? All plans come with unlimited talking text plus high-speed data delivered on the nation's largest 5G network, baby. The 5G, they're tracking us. Use your own phone with any Mint Mobile plan. You got a pink flip phone, they'll use that. Switch easily in minutes with the eSIM. I'm about the eSIM right now. Switch to Mint Mobile and get premium wireless service. Starting at, say it with me, boys, $15 a month.
both
Happy.
$15 and 15 simoleons. To get your new wireless plan for just $15 a month and get the plan shipped to your door for free, go to mintmobile.com/breakthrough. That's mintmobile.com/breakthrough. Cut your wireless bill to $15 a month at mintmobile.com/breakthrough. Use that breakthrough code and go to TurboTax and don't do your taxes. Meet with an expert who will do them for you. TurboTax experts can relieve you from the stress of taxes in filed for you so you can do not taxes. Sugar-eyes things that are not taxes. Unpack a moving box of not taxes. Taste not taxes. Sing not taxes a lullaby. Hope not taxes sleep through the night. Grab a saddle and ride not taxes into the sunset. With TurboTax, an expert will do your taxes from start to finish, ensuring your taxes are done right, guaranteed. So you can relax. Feels good to be done with your taxes, doesn't it? Come to TurboTax and don't do your taxes. Visit TurboTax.com to learn more. Intuit TurboTax. Full service products only, video meeting while expert does your taxes required. See guarantee details at TurboTax.com/guarantees. Boys, let's get back into it. How many other Jedi do we think knew about Grogu now that we know that he was rescued by the Jedi?
Yeah, it seemed pretty siloed off. We know, like, my theory for a long time was that it was Yaddle, but I think Yaddle definitely was around when Grogu was alive. When he was 50 years old, then he's the same age as Anakin Skywalker. Yaddle died at the hands of Dooku in that episode of.
Are you happy now? Are you satisfied with the answer?
So Yaddle might have known. I have to assume that
You're welcome for the support.
Knew that Yaddle existed, or that Yaddle and that Grogu existed. But yeah, it was like these seemed to be a group of Jedi Masters. These were not students. This was like a group, a chain of command, right? A specific group of teachers that all were kind of his handlers. I think it's interesting that we didn't talk about this before, but Kelleran got into what looked like a Naboo cruiser, right? It was the same kind of design as what looked like it was part of Padme's her Naboo starfighter, or her cruiser. So is that just reference to the fact that Ahmed has played, Senator Biggs, and that it's just kind of like it's part of the Naboo delegation? I would imagine they're not going to take the Naboo because that's like Palpatine. That's kind of his, his publicly home planet.
But here's the thing, Eric. Here's the thing. What planet did Anakin Skywalker come from? And where did they hide Anakin Skywalker's kid? From Anakin Skywalker. Like, the Star Wars galaxy is small. It's very, very small. And that never fails to love is that's the last place they'll look. Is right under their nose. Like, I immediately thought they're going to take him to Naboo. I thought that Kelleran Beck had some kind of a system set up on Naboo. And knowing that Palpatine might have like an iron grip over it, I still feel like Naboo evokes